Welcome to Cakes by Maddalena. I'm Maddalena, a self-taught home baker turned cake artist, sharing tips and techniques to help you elevate your cakes. Today, I'm showing you how to make fondant daisies and apply them to a cake. Let's get started. We are jumping right in and starting with our fondant. I'm using a white vanilla satinized fondant and a plunger cutter. I'm working the fondant with my hands first and rolling it out with my silicone roller. I'm working on a layer of parchment paper, and beneath the parchment is a layer of crafting foam, which gives me a soft surface to work against. We're going to take the plunger cutter, which looks like this. I'll link them for you in the description. These are simple to use. You're just going to press the top to release them. I'm going to press it into the fondant. I do give it a little push on the top. It leaves a little petal imprint. I'm going to remove any of the excess fondant, and that's what it looks like underneath. Now we're going to press it out. Do this against the surface, not in the air like I'm demonstrating here, because it makes it tougher to release. These are super delicate. I don't leave it as is, although you totally could. I'm taking my sculpting tool and I'm going to roll out each petal to give it some extra depth and dimension. It spreads them out a bit, gives it a more realistic look rather than just having a flat flower. This is the part where the foam layer comes into play because it gives you a softer surface to press against. You can manipulate this as much or as little as you want. I like some petals with deeper grooves and some less. Variety is a spice of life, and this is looking perfect. That's the finished base of our daisy. You can see the depth we created in each petal with the shadowing. Now, for the center of the daisy, I want it to be a little bit puffier, and I'm going to use a different technique to achieve that. We're going to use some fondant that I've colored yellow. I'm just going to knead it for a second so it's nice and pliable. Then again, we're going to roll it out with our rolling pin. We're going to take a piece of plastic wrap. I'm going to place it on top of the fondant, and then I'm going to take a bubble tea straw, which happens to be the perfect size for this daisy. And I'm just going to press it into the fondant, and then it makes this really great bubble. This makes like the perfect little raised center for our daisy. I'm going to adhere it with a touch of edible adhesive. You just need a little dot, and once you place it on, it looks like this. Now, I do let these air dry overnight before attaching them to my cake because I want them nice and stable. I've pre-made a sea of daisies. These are going to decorate the trunk of a larger scale cake, which is why I made so many. I wasn't sure exactly the quantity I'd need, so I figured better to have some extra. Plus, these store exceptionally well. You can store them in an airtight container at room temperature for several months. It's something you can definitely make in advance. Let's move on to the application process and show you how I adhere these to the cake. We are starting with a pre-chilled 7-inch 5-layer blush colored cake and of course our daisies. The application process is quite simple. I've pre-filled a piping bag with some of the same blush buttercream I used to decorate the cake. This is Color Mill in blush, and for reference, I'm using American buttercream. This is going to be a display cake, and I find that American buttercream works best and is the most stable when a cake is left on display for a long period of time. We're going to take each daisy one by one and flip it over, applying a small amount of buttercream to the back. You're going to do the center and then a little along each petal. Less is more here. You don't want to overdo the amount of buttercream because it will result in a messy application. Could potentially squeeze out the sides of the daisy, getting on the trunk of the cake. You don't want that to happen. Then you're simply going to press it in place once you've got your frosting on. The cold cake helps the buttercream solidify almost instantly, giving it a glue-like effect, so they hold in place really well. In terms of spacing them, I'm just going to eyeball it, but you can certainly pre-measure if you want the daisies in a specific placement on the cake. We're going to repeat this process until we've covered the whole cake. And I've sped up part of this video because it's just showing me on repeat. I'm simply going to align them on a diagonal type pattern. This was the design the client and I landed on. This is a celebratory cake, which is super awesome for a little girl's first birthday. And here you have a 360 view of the cake. I'm pleased with how it turned out. So soft and so delicate, absolute perfection. And this is a glimpse at how the event all came together, the perfect daisy theme party with our beautiful cake front and center. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to like and subscribe for more cake and cupcake decorating inspiration.